René Descartes was a mathematician, philosopher, and scientist whose thinking so influenced these fields that many of the methods he introduced in his meditations are still employed today. As a boy, he went to a Jesuit academy, and due to severe illness, he was permitted to sleep in each morning to gain strength. During these sleep-ins, he developed his fondness for meditation, which was his method for deriving many of his concepts and ideas. In mathematics, his main contributions are the Cartesian coordinate system, the analytic geometry, and domain notation. For notation, he established that the letters at the beginning of the alphabet, A, B, and C, symbolize known quantities, and the letters at the end of the alphabet, X, Y, and Z, are for unknowns. Furthermore, he invented a mathematical tool we all use today, the Cartesian coordinate system, composed of two perpendicular axes and an origin. Basically, it's a device to locate points on a plane. Finally, he invented analytic geometry, or the study of geometry using coordinates and the principles of algebra and analysis. It's this merge of geometry and algebra that allowed us to graphically express relationships between two variables that are functionally related to each other. Perhaps his most recognized philosophical idea, cogito ergo sum, or I think therefore I am, was developed through his practice of doubting. He used the thought experiment that a demon creature might have created the world as an illusion. He realized that even if this was so, if he followed his string of doubting, he could never be left without the doubter. He could not doubt his own existence because of the very fact that he was doubting or thinking. So he concluded, I think, therefore I am. Descartes also spent much of his time searching for the source of our thoughts and proposed that the pineal gland organ could be the generator and source. He suggested that when the pineal gland secreted our thoughts, that they moved through the cerebrospinal fluid to make its way to the rest of the brain. He dubbed this gland the seat of the soul.
When light strikes your retina, there's a little nerve system here called the preganglion sympathetic neurons, and they move through, and the light transitions itself into your pineal gland, okay? When the light goes off, it signals electromagnetically to the pineal gland that it's time to go to sleep, which then secretes melatonin into your cerebrospinal fluid, which activates the whole brain's sleep mechanism, the whole nervous system, okay? So the pineal gland is very much associated with going to sleep. Well, that makes sense because when you go into a mystical state of consciousness, typically you have to go into a very meditative, very zoned out, very relaxed Zen type of consciousness. That's not an accident. So again, if therefore your eye be single, your whole body shall be full of light. So when you cut off the light on the outside, the light opens up on the inside. That's the melatonin mechanism. Well, the pineal gland is activated when light goes out. Jesus also said the people who sat in darkness saw a great light, Matthew 4:16. Again, the idea that it's only when the light goes out and you can activate your pineal gland that you have the full access to this knowledge.